Hello everyone, it's Kay here and I'm here today to share a couple of projects with you. Also to welcome my new subscribers. Thank you very much for joining me, and a little thank you to all my old subscribers who are my constants, who watch my videos all the time and leave such wonderful comments. It is what helps make things tick over on YouTube and makes you feel that what you're doing is valid. Now, I was watching Scrimpingmommy, Amanda Charlesworth, who most people I think these days know, follow, or at least are aware of in some respect, and she made this lovely little pocket wallet which I've followed the tutorial for and would like to share with you today. It's quite a simple project to do with a lot of scope for variation. This is how it looks on the front. I have used magnets and it can either be utilised in this direction or in this direction. It's entirely up to you. I must just make sure I've got it the right way. Yeah, I think I have. And it's a nice hand-sized wallet that is really quite a versatile little project. You can expand, as Amanda explains beautifully in her tutorial. The tutorial is extremely easy to follow, and you know, you in very short shift have the base of the folder. The rest then is up to you to decorate and do what you like with, but it's a good 1/4 of an inch seam all the way around. All you need is a piece of good quality cardstock that allows for burnishing and folding, and some DSP to finish off the whole thing, and then it's about what you want to put inside it. So I'll leave a link to Amanda's channel underneath this video so you can go along and check out the tutorial if you'd like to. And what happens when you open it is that you are greeted with this lovely little setup here. It's not quite a stationery pack, but it can be if that's what you want it to be. And all I've done basically here is just added that little decoration on the front and avoided the magnet that I've used on the front, clearly because the more layers of paper and glue that you use, the less effective the magnet becomes. So, you know, I have taken care to avoid where it's placed, and it is around this area here. I'll just see if I can tighten this up a little bit. Do excuse the light, as always. It's the winter time and we're subjected to the height of the sun and so on in the crafting area. You've got a lovely pocket here, 2 lovely little flaps here that allow you to extend and open up your little gift presentation, and it is a lovely gift. I've put some sticky notes here, and all they say on the front here is extra busy, in keeping with the colours that I've used throughout the little gift wallet. I've utilised Amanda's idea of the little belly band to just attach the little sticky notebooks to, and then kept this area relatively clean at the top. Clearly you could put smaller post-its in if that's what you wanted to do, but what I did was made some little tiny 2.5 by 3 inch cards, utilising coordinating card stock that just is in keeping with everything else that's going on. And what I've done is just punched 2 little butterflies here, so you've got the aperture, and then put the contrasting card colour over the top just to add a bit of interest on the rounded corners of the card. I've made the envelopes here out of good quality paper stock and just pop them in for the sake of making it a nice little presentation gift and then utilised the pocket on the other side for a couple more of the cards with envelopes. And all in all, I really think it makes such a lovely pocket-sized gift, ideal for racks and that kind of thing. Clearly, if you wanted to, you could put other things into the pockets and use it as storage to send out lovely gifts to friends. You could just put little clear cello bags in the pocket with I don't know, die cut cutouts and that kind of thing. It's up to you. I've just decorated this area. I've not put anything into it at all, just to finish off the inside and give it a nice look. Clearly, if you wanted to, you could add a pen here, but you do have to be mindful of the gusset that goes around the little pocket gift set, and you don't want to distort that too much when it comes to packing it up to send away. But I thought it was just such a lovely idea. Things like this always grab my attention, and I am quite driven to then go and try them and, you know, have a little go and then have things ready to send out for racks or for a little giveaway at a later date. There's nothing quite like having these things ready to send out to friends and so on, or just present as little gift birthday presents and that kind of thing. So that is the lovely Amanda's Scrimping Mommy's tutorial, and then I went on to try the boho beads. Now I'm not really quite sure whether I like them or not, to be honest, but they seem to be currently a flavour that everyone is having a try with. I'm trying to get it into, whoops, the right light again, and this I've made just on jewellery wire with some ribbon, a little bit of try and close in again, a little bit of lace trim there, and then threaded some seed beads onto another piece of wire and then wrapped it up through. It'll serve a purpose, you know, and it does make a lovely dangle for journals and that kind of thing, and again a lovely little gift to pop into a rack or something of that nature. Then I went on to make the lilac with the wraparound there and some satin ribbon underneath that looks like grosgrain, but it isn't. It's just a kind of pleat in the ribbon with the lovely little head beads, bead caps, beg your pardon, and I've just used some purple pearls on that one for decoration. I've kept them pretty uniform and pretty much the same because although I quite like how random the boho beads look, for me, I struggle with it not being tidy and neat, if that makes sense. So it's probably not something that I would go on to make a great deal of, if I'm brutally honest. I don't know what it is with me. I love seeing other people's creations and I love seeing what they've done, but I can't quite get around the concept of it being a little bit untidy. Dear, it sounds awful, doesn't it? However, I've gone on to make it my way, which we can all do. And this one is another one in the red and gold, a bit Christmassy I think, but the bead caps are silver. And again, it is just a bit of fun to try out the concept. I followed a video by Nina Ribena, which I'll link underneath, although there are lots and lots of videos out there currently. Debbie Browne has just put one up, to name but one, and they are very much open to interpretation. And actually Debbie uses 2 long bead caps and paper, and then wraps around with various bits and pieces that she's got to hand. It's a great way of using up scraps and so on. This one I think is probably about 2.5 inches long, not quite the 3-inch, but again something worth having a dabble in if you've got the required materials to hand. People are using, you know, eyelash trim and so on just to pretty them up a bit and make them look a bit more special, but as a dangle on an album or something of that nature, it works really, really well. Clearly you've got the little hooks on the end here that you could add a multitude of things to, just to pretty them up even more and keep the interest going. So whilst the light is so dire, I don't think I'll put forward any other things at the moment, because it really is not easy to get everything in shot and get it all where it can be seen in the best light possible. But thank you very much for sharing this time with me. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen and that it inspires you to have a little go at these wondrous things that are currently on trend in the craft world. Take care everyone. Happy crafting. Bye bye for now.